Hey friends, Michael Warren from Essential Guitar Lessons, and let's learn how to play Shout at the Devil on guitar by Motley Crue. This is a fantastic song for intermediate players to practice lots of different guitar techniques. Now we'll start by learning all the rhythm and finish with all the solo parts at the end. Now they're tuned to D, not drop D, so just tune each string down a tone. I'll leave my guitar in standard E tuning. Don't forget, if you like this lesson, to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Songs and lessons uploaded weekly. If you're having any problems with this song, leave a comment and also let me know how you go with this one. So let's get into it. So we're going to start on an A power chord, open A string, 2nd fret on the D string, do 2 palm mutes there on that chord. Then we're going to palm mute up on the 7th fret on the A and the D, and that's that little pickup part. And then play the 5th fret on the D and the G. Hold that, and then we do a slide. So let me do that slowly for you first. And then we do it again, the A power chord 2 times palm muted. Come up to the 7 on the A and the D, palm mute that. And then the 7 this time on the D and the G, and hold that. And then we'll slide it again there. So it just goes between those 2 riffs there, and it does it 2 times. So let's do that up to speed, that's not too hard. This is our intro. That's the first part. Now it's going to change a little bit the riff, but not much. We're going to do our palm muting on the A power chord 2 times. Do the 7 on the A and the D, palm muted. And then do the 5 on the D and the G. And then do our 7 one that we did in the intro, 2 palm mutes on the A. The 7 on the A and the D, palm muting. And then the 7 on the D and the G. Then do the first one again. Now we're going to put this little run in here. We're going to do 5, hammer onto 7 on the A string, D string 5, A string 7, then jump to the 7 on the D string, and then play 5 and 5 on the D and the G. So let me do that first part for you slowly. And up to speed, just that first part, and this is still the intro. And then we go back to that first riff again, and we do it all exactly the same. 7s, back to the 5s again. Now this time the run's going to change a little bit. This time we're going to have 5, hammer onto 7 on the A string, D, 5, 7 on the A. This time we're going to jump to 7 and 7 on the D and the G. And then one guitar plays the 5 on the G, and another guitar does a pinched harmonic on the 5 on the G. So that's up to you which one you want to play. It probably sounds better with the pinched harmonic there. Then we go back to the riff and we do that all the same again. Now we're going to do that same run again with our pinched harmonic, and then do the riff again. Now the run's going to change again. We're going to have 5 on the A string, hammer onto 7, 5 on the D string, and then back to the A string, 7, 5, 3, and that gets us ready for the verse. Let me just play that last little riff. And let's put that intro together where the riff starts playing. And that's our intro there. Then we go into our verse. Let's have a look at that now. Okay, for our verse we're going to start on a D power chord, so 5 on the A string, 7 on the D and the G. Then come back to a C, 3 on the A string, 5 on the D and the G. And then our A power chord, open A string, 2nd fret on the D and the G 2 times. Then do a palm mute on the open A and go back to the C power chord, 3rd fret. Then come back to the D power chord, this time do it 2 times, back to the C, and finish on the A there, and we do that 3 times. So let's do that up to speed now. It's not too hard, just using those 3 different power chords. We do that again, and again. This last one changes. We still play the D power chord once, the C power chord once, the A 2 times, put our palm mute on the open A string, then play the C again, so 3rd fret on the A string, 5th fret on the D and the G, then play it again, and then just play the 5 on the D and the G. So then we're going to play 2 on the A, then 3 on the A and 5 on the D, and then just go back 2 on the A, 5 on the D. And then we're going into our chorus. That's a little confusing. Let me play that last one for you slowly. And then we're going into the chorus there. So let me play that verse for you. I'll just do the first riff once and then just finish with that last riff up to speed. And then from there we go into the chorus. Let's have a look at that now. So it's the same riff again we used in the intro, our A, 7 and then to 5. Then we go to the 7 and the 7, back to the A, 7 and 7, go back to the A again, and now our run's going to be one we used in the intro there, 5, hammer on to 7, on the A string, 5 on the D, 7 on the A, 7 and 7 on the D and the G, and then our pinched harmonic on the 5th fret on the G string. So that's the first part. So let's do that up to speed, not too hard. And then from there we do the riff again. And then this time the run is 5, hammer on to 7 on the A, 5 on the D, back to the A, 7, 5, 3. And that's our chorus there, so let's do that up to speed. We've done that riff a few times now. And that's our chorus there. From our chorus we go back to the verse and we do that exactly the same. Then back to the chorus again and we do that exactly the same. And then we've got this solo rhythm. Now we're going to go to an E power chord, so the open E string, 2nd fret on the A and the D, do that 2 times, and again, and again. Now we've got this little run here, we've got the open E string, 2nd fret E string, 3rd fret E string, open E string, then to the A string, 5 and 3. And we do that 2 times, so that last little run slowly. And we do that again on the E's. Our run. Then to finish that off, we just do our E's again, 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 then we just do it 2 more times. So that's pretty easy, that's a solo rhythm. Let's play through that up to speed. And that's your solo rhythm there. From there we go straight back to the verse and we do that exactly the same. And then we go to our chorus and we do our riff. Fill stays the same. Pitched harmonic, do that again. Fill stays the same. Pitched harmonic, and then we stop, we don't play. And they sing the chorus through there. Then we come back in with a slide and we do our little fill again. So it's always the same. Then go back to the riff again. Our fill. And again. Our fill. Okay, now we're going to end it a little bit differently. We're going to play the open A string, and we're going to do 3 palm mutes, and then the 5s on the D and the G, and then we're going to do the palm muting on the A again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So and then up to the 7s there on the D and the G. So let me just play that pattern for you so you can hear it. Then we do that pattern on the A again, back to the 5 on the D and the G, do 2 palm mutes on the A string, and then our fill stays the same at the end, with our pitched harmonic at the end there. So let me play that part slowly for you first. And let's do that up to speed, and we just keep repeating that till the end. And just keep repeating that till the end. And that's all the rhythm parts of the song. Now let's tackle the solos. Okay, for our intro solo, we're going to start on 15 on the G and 13 on the B, and we're just going to bend the G string on the 15. Then we're going to come back a fret, 14 on the G, 12 on the B, and just bend the 14, and then come back to 12 on the G, 10 on the B, and just bend the 12. Then we go back to the start, 15 and 13. Then come up to 17 on the G, 15 on the B, and do your bend. And then back to 12 and 10. And that's your intro there, so let's do that up to speed. It's not too hard, we've just got those bends on the G string and holding the B string down. So. And that's your intro there, and that's also the outro lead when they finish. So now let's have a look at the main solo. Let me play that for you, then we'll break it down. So for our main solo, we're going to start on 10th fret on the G, 8th fret on the B, so it's similar to our intro, and just bend on the 10th fret G. Then come back a fret, 9 on the G, 7 on the B, and do the same bend. And then come back to 7 and 5 there, so bending on the 7 on the G, 5 on the B. Now if you want to, you can put that little fill that we did in the rhythm there. And then from there we're going to be tapping with our pick. So we're going to be tapping on the 15th fret on the B string and just holding the 12th fret on the B string, and just tap as fast as you can with your pick. So we're just hitting it down on the string. And then what he starts to do is he starts to bend the 12th fret up as he's doing that tap with the pick. So. And then he grabs the 15 with his third finger as the bend is up, and we're not going to pick that because we've got our pick up here, and we're doing a bend and release on the 15B. And then he goes back to picking on the 15th fret, or tapping with his pick on the 15th fret on the 12th fret. There. So nothing too hard there. And then he goes back again to the 10 on the G, 8 on the B, does a bend again. Then comes up this time, 12 on the G, 10 on the B, do the bend on the 12. And then we go back to the second fret on the G, we're going to do a bend. We're going to do 2 pinched harmonics while we're up on the bend. Let it come down and then just play the second fret on the D string there. So. And that's the main solo, and again you can put those little runs if you want to from the rhythm solo there. So let's do that up to speed now. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.